What's up everyone? Just got done teaching yoga. Now we're gonna catch the last hour of sunset to take yoga photos, and we will take you with us and show you how we do it.
Let's go!
Usually we go take photos in the evening, maybe the last 2 hours or so before the sun sets. Today we have maybe 15 minutes, but we'll still make it work. So if you have some more time, go, I would say, within the last 3 or so hours before the sun sets. You have the best light, and then pick a cool location wherever you want to take photos. Pack up your gear and go there. And usually when we go, we take a lot of photos. We get maybe 10 or 20 good ones, or maybe 10 or so good ones out of that session, and so we have a couple more lined up so we can post them later. So we don't have to take one photo per post and then another photo, so we just take bulk photos and edit them and line them up and post them on our Instagram. We mostly use photos for Instagram, also for our website or for thumbnails on YouTube or for flyers and everything. So we use them for all different kinds of things, but mostly for Instagram. Pretty much anywhere where you live, you will find good spots to take photos. And you really don't need much. You don't need to be in front of the Eiffel Tower or so to make good yoga photos, at least. Or in general, I would say you don't need to have anything special. With yoga photos, really you can just take them in the parking lot and make it look good. Maybe I will show you how one day. Now we're going to a bridge that's crossing over an interstate. You really don't need much. Just a parking lot is fine. Some buildings if you live in a bigger city. Some urban yoga photos is cool. If you live somewhere more remote, then with nature, landscapes, you can be super creative. With a lake, have the reflections of the lake in there and everything. So many options. That's why Instagram is so good, because you always get good ideas and inspiration.
Yeah, always inspired.
And that's what we do too. We look on Instagram too. We have our favorite people there that we follow and that inspire us, and photographers and yogis and everything. So we're all here to help and share and inspire each other. Taking yoga photos 101 is to bring a sweatshirt, ideally a zipper, so you can take it on and off fast, because at least for us it gets cold once the sun is setting or about to set. I like to put a sweatshirt back on if I take photos and I'm not in front of the camera. And what's also good and useful is to wear sandals or flip-flops.
Preferably Birkenstocks.
Yep.
They're good for your arches.
So yeah, sandals if you have, maybe something that's good for your feet. It can also be matching with your partner. That's perfectly fine too.
We support all matching things, even tattoos.
Yep. And the other thing you need, of course, is a tripod, especially if you're shooting alone. Perfectly possible to take photos, yoga photos of yourself if you're only by yourself. You need a tripod, and one more thing I will show you in a second. But today, for example, we're together so we can take photos of each other. But we also want to take photos together. Getting out of breath. She's walking fast. Whee! So we're gonna take photos of each other together. So we will set up a tripod and show you how we do that. And here we are. This is the spot.
Love it!
This is awesome. Surprisingly a lot longer light out than we thought.
I hope that photo turned out. We've never tried that before. Probably should not have tried that on the cement, but shh, don't tell my mom. What? Damn!
Yeah, that turned out great. Awesome.
That was all flow.
And so now that we took a time lapse, you have like a bunch of photos. You know, like every 2 seconds we took one. And so here's a good one. And you can just go through it.
It's basically us just playing around.
Yeah, you just set it up, start running, keep it running, and then you just play. Yeah, right there. It's cool. And then you get a splinter when you're barefoot. Ah,
Oh.
that's painful.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I see it. Oh, wow.
Good job.
Oh,
You got it?
no, it's still there.
She loves doing that stuff to me.
I do.
Such a good wife. She loves taking care of me. You got it?
It's...
Almost.
I don't know. I think I got it.
Yeah?
No?
Whatever it is, pull it off, get it out.
Wow.
Alright, let's take a few more. Just use the remaining sunlight. And our wife is super stoked too.
Now that we're fired up.
It's also important to warm up, so you can see Bre doing some warm-ups. Always stay safe. It's not worth to risk anything, any injuries, anything dangerous. Always stay safe, warm up your body. And since we just taught, we are nice and warmed up already. So we're good to go, but it's good to, you know, just feel good and then go for it. So you need your tripod, your camera, of course. I like to shoot with 50 millimeters, 50, or with 85, especially if it's yoga photos. So no zoom lenses, just prime lenses. And put that thing on. Tripod. Cool. Alright, now that we got this, some cameras already have a built-in feature for taking time-lapse photos. This is what we're gonna do. So you're gonna set it up that it takes a photo every 1 second, 2 seconds, or 3 seconds, or whatever. Ideally, if you want manual focus, or if you have and can autofocus, so it refocuses with every photo. That's what I'm gonna use today, or maybe not, I will see. And then the other thing you need, if you're by yourself, if your camera doesn't have it already with the time lapse, you need to use it's called intervalometer, and it pretty much triggers the camera from outside. You plug it in, and it's almost the same as if you push the shutter, if someone's pushing it for you, but the device does it. And so you can set it up that it takes a photo every 2 seconds. That's what I have right now in my settings. So I'm gonna set that up too, and then we're good to go. Remove the lens cover, and let's go for it. So this is pretty nice. I'm setting up everything. See how amazing this looks with all the shapes and the symmetry. Really cool. And then I start this thing. I have 10 seconds delay, and then it starts taking photos every 2 seconds. And now it autofocuses with every shot. Cool. And what you want to do is you want to take photos kind of low, so you're on the same height as a knee or on hip height, but I pretty much never shoot photos higher than hip height if it's yoga photos. I'm usually pretty low, and then the body stands out more, it's just more impressive. And you can just think of it as a little child looking, you're kind of short, and you look up and you see the world from like a child's perspective.
And that's a wrap. It's a fun night of shooting, running up here and taking what is left of the sunset for photos, playing around like little monkeys.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned a little bit more about taking photos, yoga photos, and let us know what you think in the comments below. If there's anything we can shoot or talk about in the next video. Thank you so much. See you soon.
Bye.